Hi, it's Terry,
And Jen.
and welcome back to Coffee with Terry and Jen.
It's now September, and no better time to talk about what's been happening in the market and to recap August.
Yeah. So first, we'll talk about the stats. So August, the average sale price was down a bit to 452, which is still up from 2021, which was the average sale price was around 389. Um, the inventory is actually uh, increased by 6%. So even though we're kind of comparing with the last 3-4 years have been a low inventory, in August, the inventory had increased. Sales are down overall by about 12%, and but things are it's still a strong market. We've obviously shifted. We're in the middle of a shift into a more balanced market. I mean, one of the hardest parts about the shift is actually that shift where we come from this crazy sellers market into this more balanced market. So, like, can you touch on that a bit?
Well, I know just doing comparables for our clients, instead of looking at the last 6 months, we're looking at the last three, and really the biggest change has been the last month
Hmm.
for that. And when we're looking at listing a home, it's setting that seller's expectations.
Yeah.
So we may not get, those crazy bids or the multiple bids, and we're seeing homes staying on the market a little bit longer.
Yeah, and we're gonna have some of our coffee talks. We're gonna talk, really get and dive into how to sell your home in the balanced market, how to buy a home in a balanced market, and really educate all of everyone on this new market. Because we've been in the sellers market for a couple of years, so stay tuned for that. So Jen, what does this mean for buyers?
Well, what we're seeing now is, offers are being accepted with conditions of financing, home inspection. We've even seen some subject to people having to sell their home. These are really great things for the buyers because it takes that pressure off. I think that one of the differences that I see when we had the offer date. Some of them still have an offer date, but now some don't. And so now you really got to get in right away and see the house as quickly as possible because they may not be waiting for an offer date to take an
Yeah, you might
offer.
take an offer the same day it's listed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's been a big another little bit of a change
yeah,
that we're seeing. But
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's in most people prefer a balanced market. It's a healthier market.
Mhm.
The sellers not as much because maybe they're not getting, again, like we talked about, those crazy bids. But overall, it's better for the economy and
Yeah.
to keep to try and just keep that balance.
Yeah. And those crazy bids, those were never guaranteed, right?
Yeah, yeah. Not
So
every house was seeing crazy bids, and
yeah.
we're still seeing bids.
Yeah.
We're still seeing bids, and it's just not going like it was, 6 months ago, a year ago.
Yeah,
So
and even though the inventory's gone up 6%, it's still a low inventory, so it's still a great time for sellers to sell their homes.
yeah, yeah. So again, we're going to touch on a lot of more of those things, and
Stay tuned.
yeah, thanks for joining us, and have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Join us next week.